Hey Gemini, I'm back to do another video. So, straight up, this is how this is gonna go. This video is for Gemini, sun, moon, or rising signs. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Share this with any sun, moon, or rising Geminis that you may know in your life. I love when people share them on Facebook, share them on Twitter, share it on Tumblr. God damn it, I'm on all these social media sites. Do whatever feels good in your spirit. And I want to preface this reading by apologizing for, not delivering you guys the love readings last month. My life got turned upside down, and I like to take a minute and just sit right there. All right, I'm being a Gemini ascendant right now, but let me bounce back to what I was talking about. They could not happen, so forgive me. We're going to start this month with love, and I have a bonus for you guys. You know when I fall short, I always come back with a little more. So we're going to use my Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue. As always, my trusty look. It's like gold plated on the side. I love it. Or silver. I love it. And then we're going to be using these Romance Angel Oracle cards by Miss Doreen Virtue that I just purchased about a month ago. I've been working with them. I like them. They resonate with me. The energy in them. Doreen is always on point. So no surprise there. And then we also have this Trust Your Vibes deck by Miss Sonia Coquette. And I really like this one because it gives an opportunity. It's like the descriptions on the cards. It's an oracle deck. Both of these are oracle, not tarot. So they say different things. And I think that that's so interesting. I've worked with oracle. Actually, I started with oracle decks before I ever started doing tarot. But I lost those decks somehow. So now it's kind of cool to go back to them and see how they've upped my game with, in addition to the tarot. And these ones in particular have like a call to action on each card. So it's not so like, oh, this will happen, this will not happen. It's like, get up and write it out, or spend some time with yourself. It's very centered on increasing your own psychic intuitive awareness. So I think that that's just so dope. So as you know, with these new cards being added into the mix, now I can open up readings and do like different stuff. And I also have a life purpose deck that I'm going to be using specifically for readings, because I feel like that's a little bit too specialized to do with the general readings. But it's cool that we have the romance and the Trust Your Vibes to kind of spice things up a little bit. So let's get started. I would appreciate if you could just center in with me real quick. I've already prayed over the cards that I'm going to specify at this point. Angels, archangels, ancestors, higher self, spirit. Please give me the messages for Gemini, love, sex, relationships, and romance for this month. Oh, July 2017. Please be very deliberate with these messages, Spirit. Let me know what the people need to know, the Geminis need to know, as far as love, sex, and relationships. For the highest good of all involved. Please be very deliberate with these messages. Gemini, what's going on? Why your card's not popping today? Why? Let me... Please give me the messages. Can you dwindle it down a little bit? I'm trying to keep things timely. That one? Okay, thank you. All right. So, you guys have a very interesting spread. You have the Seven of Water, the Empress, and the Page of Air. This is a beautiful card. Just look at this card, yo. This is such a beautiful card here. I don't get this card that often. I am floored by the illustration. But anyway. Alright, so the Seven of Water talks about there's a decision to be made. It's so funny because literally, I just did a Periscope reading for the full moon in Capricorn. I did a YouTube video as well if you'd like to be more informed on what to expect from this full moon that's going on the 9th, 10th, and 11th of this month. And it will last for the 2 weeks after that up until the full moon as well. So it's never too late to kind of check in and look and see what those energies may be looking like and compare it to what's actually going on in your life at that point. But I digress. But when I did the Periscope reading, right, I got like in each, okay, so I did Aries, Taurus, and now you guys. Each of those pulls have had one of the cards that came up in that reading. It's so trippy. Like, universe makes literally no mistakes. Anyway, let's get back to it. So, you know, water is all about emotions, fulfillment, where it is that you feel satisfied, what it is that you truly desire. Desire is a new word for me, because I think before I used to have this connotation on desire that was like synonymous with lust and just everything that I had been conditioned to feel like was evil and of the devil, and oh my God, you know. But I'm now coming into this understanding that desire is like your natural, it's like the magnetism within you that attracts you to what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And it's like you have to understand your inner voice enough to be able to differentiate your ego's desires from your soul's desires, but that's self-explanatory. But anyway, here we have this feeling where you might feel overwhelmed. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of options to choose from. As you can see, there's 7 different cups with 7 different things to offer. It can be a lot. I know I'm personally the type of person where, let me hold this card up. I'm the type of person where I always feel like if I'm presented with too many options, I kind of numb out and I become like a stale face, and I'm like, I don't know which one to pick because I don't want to pick the wrong one. So I just kind of don't pick anything at all. And that's not the path that you want to go down either. I'm sorry, y'all. My brother is hitting me up. I'm trying to get a lot done at once, so just bear with me. Y'all Geminis know how I am. I'm a Gemini ascendant, so I'm always multitasking. Just chill. But yeah, there's a complex decision to be made. The need to do research. Stop procrastinating. Whatever it is, you don't want to not make a decision. That's where that stop procrastinating comes in. If you feel like you don't know which decision to make, guess what? That's still not an excuse. Do your research. Figure it out. And research doesn't always come from an outside source. If it's something, because this is a love and relationship reading, so if you have options in dating or options in how you choose to show up as a partner or as a date or as a suitor, do your research within yourself. I always talk to you guys. I mean, I have hella notebooks. I talk to myself all the time. This is how I talk to myself, because you know what? There's always something going on in my head, always something going on in my mind, and I never feel like I always have the answer. So sometimes you can't ask other people for advice on your situation because they're not you. They're not in your circumstance. They don't know everything that you know about everything that's going on around you. So you need to consult with yourself and see what's going on and assess the situation and figure out which path would give you the best outcome for you. And right now you may be feeling very lit up, like very lit up and very charming, very debonair, and just, I don't know, you have the Empress energy, which is giving me life. She's giving me everything I ever needed. She's such a nurturer. She's so creative. She's so just she can make something out of nothing. There's this abundant, that's the word I'm looking for, this lavish abundance is what the card says. It says give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. It's really about bringing forth into the world father, mother, and child, right? So it's about harnessing an energy and birthing something new out of that energy. So maybe it's a time for you to just flirt around. Maybe it's a time for you to, if you're single, maybe it's a time for you to take a relationship to a new level and birth a new level of existence. Hell, it could even be some of y'all getting someone pregnant or becoming pregnant. I'm not going to wish that on anyone, but if you are in a position to where you're hoping for pregnancy, God bless you as well. You know, this might be a good time for you to do that, because hey, whatever direction it is that you kind of want to go in, you got to put yourself in alignment with that. You need to make a choice. You need to make a decision. Not saying that fertility is something that it comes that easy to every woman, because I understand it. It does not. But what I'm saying is, believe in your own creative powers. Believe that whatever it is that you rest your trust in is what universe will bring back to you. And don't ever underestimate your own power as a co-creator within this whole jazz. You also have a page of air. So within this, honestly, someone may be bringing you some good advice. And I know I said earlier with the 7 of water, you do kind of want to sit with yourself and make sure that you're choosing a vibration, right? Think of all of these as a different frequency vibration. You want to make sure you're aligning yourself with the best frequency vibration to get you where you want to go. And you can literally align yourself with any fucking frequency on this planet. That's that co-creator energy, right? So you have an option to be the biggest douchebag or the biggest Prince Charming or Princess Charming or whatever. And then there will be an air, because you guys are so social. I'm feeling like there may be a little bit of, I almost want to say pettiness, because this card, and it says it perfectly on here, it says challenging information. So it says challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. That's why this card gets a rap for being the gossip card, the rumor card, the petty information card, because it's logical. As it says, all things up here, it's logical, it's honest, it's impulsive too, and it's also very curious. So think of Aquarius when you think of this card. I hate to say Aquarius or Gemini or Libra, air signs, period, to be honest. Any of us could be the culprit. But just think of how much we like to communicate. With communication comes socialization. With socialization comes people, right? And the more people you put into a situation, the more shit just seems like you playing out a damn life-size game of telephone, right? Sometimes where people are curious to know things, information gets muddled. Shit just doesn't, it could seem like it's honest. Like, you can be honest as fuck. Somebody could be insecure as hell about their outfit, but they wanted to try something that day, and we all know it looks a mess, but does that information really behoove anyone? Like, if you know that person already knows they look a hot mess, why go up to them and be honest? Why did you put those shoes on with that? What good does that do? Like, that's the type of energy this is. It's not communication about anything actually significant. It's just like opinion. Rumor has it, rumor has it, you know, that type of energy. Like, it's logical, because when you're gossiping, what do? Well, yeah, because if that was her baby daddy and he was her then this and that, you putting together pieces of the puzzle, you don't even know what the pieces are. You just putting some shit together. You stringing some shit together to make it make sense in your mind. But honestly, this reality does not work that way. Memory is so unreliable. I just heard that on TED Talks this morning. A relationship therapist, a relationship counselor said that memory is so unreliable. By the time you get done hearing out that person's truth and that person's truth, it's probably going to turn out that neither one of them is actually right. That's why they say it's your side, my side, and the truth. So I feel like whatever is going on, people may be in your ear about it, and maybe that's kind of where you want to rest, but I feel like it would behoove you to touch more onto your own energies and figure out what it is that you really want to birth into your reality and your life, that can help you be the most fulfilled. Don't just be a Gemini out here trying to taste all the flavors, fam. I mean, I know that that's your steeds, but I'm trying to tell you, if you're trying to live on the path of alignment and get to your highest frequency, like, just determine what it is that you want to be. You could be a player. I'm not saying you can't be a player, but you can't be a player and a family man. You got to choose one. You feel where I'm coming from? Like, you definitely could do you, boo. But just know, and then people are talking, so it's like, not even that reputation is something that necessarily needs to cross your mind, but just know that people are talking, so don't get mad if you out here just living any kind of way and doing any kind of thing within your love life, and then it comes out and people are talking about you. Birth something that you can be proud of, that you can stand behind, for real, for real. Okay, so let's move on to this romance angel oracle deck, because I'm very curious to know what you guys are going to get out of this one. Angels, please give me the messages for July 2017 for Gemini concerning love, sex, relationships, and romance. Please give me the messages for Gemini. This one. Okay. Keep an open mind and separation. These two, I'm feeling that energy that I was just talking about when I said you either need to choose to be, you just need to choose which way you want to go, which route you want to take. It says keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. This is where these options come in, I feel like. And even the social energy of this may open you up to some things that maybe you had not considered previously. And I mean, who's to say every single last one of you guys is looking for a soulmate? But if this does resonate with you, keep an open mind. And even if you're not looking for a soulmate, if you just want a good time, if you're just like, honestly, here it's this guy with these two women. So I don't know what the fuck this is implying. Like, are they on some sort of polygamy trip right now? Like, is this a polygamous party? What's going on? Like, maybe you could consider all your options. I honestly just feel like you need to make a decision about who it is that you're choosing to be. And from there, keep your options open. How do you want to present yourself in the situation? And then from there, allow everyone else to kind of be them and see where you could possibly fit in. And but keeping it honest is the #1 thing that I feel like needs to happen at this point, because that complex decision that's happening, you don't want to, the point is you don't want to teeter the fence. You don't want to play both sides in any sort of situation. Don't get yourself caught up like that, because especially with this page of air, people are going to have a tendency to be real petty around right now. So unless you just are lower vibrational and thriving off that energy, I wouldn't suggest it. And then the separation says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So maybe you might need to be honest with yourself in the fact that maybe the situation that you're engaging in or entertaining is not really where you want to be, or it's not really how you want to be. Maybe a more open situation might be something that you want to consider. And if that's the case, just be honest with yourself and the people that you're dealing with about it, because you never know with that Empress energy what you may be able to create. Geminis have a tendency towards very weird relationships. I'm not gonna lie. Like, y'all are so good at the mind fuckery that y'all can honestly talk people into doing really whatever the fuck you want them to do, because you guys are so dope and charming and like just the shit or whatever. So like, you'd be surprised if you keep it honest with people and open, how much they'll be willing to comply with the reality that you see yourself having. So let's go ahead and pray over these cards again. Let me clear this energy. Angels, please give me the call to action that you would wish to be expressed. Thank you. And this just came up. It was for you. Share a breath. Let me look up what that means. I feel like it means take a moment, breathe, focus on your breathing. Don't be moving so much as observing and feeling and being intuitive about you and where it is that you are and where it is that you may not be. And I don't have the pamphlet in here with me, so I'm not going to be able to elaborate, but share a breath. What does that feel like to you? It feels to me a lot like meditation, especially with these elements being represented here, especially with it saying, you know, with it saying share a breath, maybe even taking it from 100 down to 0 with another person, really contemplating the situation and using your own intuition to lead you where you need to be. Not other people's hearsay, not the he say, she say, not the what other people expect you to do, not, you know, being of the world, but being in yourself and present at all times. And Gemini has a tendency to bounce around, bounce around. You guys are ruled by Mercury. My chart is ruled by Mercury. Do you hear how I speak? Do you see my hands moving all the time? Do you see me multitasking? I get it. But even I have to, when it's time for me to meditate over these cards, I can do it quick, fast, and hurry. I can align myself because I've mastered my own breath. And that's how your body works. That's literally the generator in your body is your breathing. So come down a little bit, figure it out, and see where that leads you, Gemini. As you guys know, I do offer personal readings. All you have to do in order to obtain one of those is just email me at mailforhighvibe@gmail.com. I will leave that email down in the description. You can just copy and paste it into your email thing or whatever. Also make sure to like this video and subscribe. Like I said, in my Taurus, I didn't tell Aries, and now I feel kind of bad, but I'll be doing a separate video talking about the fact that I'm going to be doing a 500 subscriber giveaway. I think right now I'm at like very close to 500. So I'm going to go ahead and do this giveaway, and the video will list everything that you need in order to be able to enter to win. And I'm going to be giving away 2 things. So there's an opportunity to win one of 2 prizes. One will be an astrological natal chart reading, and the other will be a tarot reading with me. Both 30 minutes long, both like a $30 to $40 value. I'm gonna get y'all together. If you like to check out my music, please just go to nellnicole.com, and I'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on with me musically over there. Right now, I'm actually working on uploading a video of some of my live performances so that you guys can kind of see how I am on stage in my element, you know what I'm saying, in my rock star element and whatnot. And then, like I said at the beginning of the video as well, with these readings, I'll be opening up some new services because I have these new decks. I have the Romance, the Trust Your Vibes, and I also bought a Life Purpose deck, so we can talk about all those things, honey, and get into it. And I'll be sure to partner each of those up with the tarot, so there will be no skimping involved. You will be getting your money's worth, for real, for real. Is there anything that I left out? Oh, make sure to check out my video. It's going to be playing on the end card right after this video goes off, so just make sure to click the little link and check out the video for my single. It's called Dreams. It's the official video. It was shot where I live in Michigan. Actually, not where I live, because I was up on like northwest Michigan by the lakes and stuff like that. It was beautiful out there, so make sure to catch that scenery and everything, and like this video, share it to all your people that you know that may be into astrology, may not be into astrology, may be curious about it. Tell them to flow with me. Okay, y'all. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.